Hello, my Beatles friends. Long time no see. I'm back. Well, as you can see, I'm in a car and I'm on a road trip. So the thing is, I'm in Germany, of course, but I visited the record fair in Den Bosch. Excuse my hair. In Den Bosch, and I have to admit that was one of the most successful hunts ever. So I'm gonna show you one by one what I found, because I can't wait till I get to home, because it's amazing stuff that I found. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the most simple ones, and then I'm gonna go to the heavier stuff. So first of all, the American issue of Extra Texture, George Harrison, fully intact with the insert in a stunning condition. Some non-Beatles related items will be also here, but just to diversify a bit, because a flea market. Something that you don't often see: Jean-Michel Jarre, Waiting for Cousteau. If anyone doesn't know that thing, you better listen to the last song, which is called Waiting for Cousteau. Waiting for Cousteau. It's 22-minute piece, and it's a masterpiece. On the CD version, it has 47-minute version, but on the record, it's only 22. So I highly recommend this album. It's one of the greatest albums that I heard. And after seeing Jean-Michel Jarre live with Brian May in Bratislava, which I made a video about, I'm buying mostly all of his records. And I have to say that song, Waiting for Cousteau on side 2, is a must-have. If you want to relax, chill out, go to sleep, that's what you need. After listening to this album, Aphrodite's Child 666, which I also found the record, but I will make a video about it later, I decided to listen to other stuff by Vangelis, and I found this one, Chariots of Fire. The first track here, which is called Titles, is actually the movie opener of the Chariots of Fire, which won Oscar, and also Mr. Bean performed in London in 2012 on the Olympic opening ceremony. It's worth checking out. Okay. Status Quo, but it's Israeli pressing, and it is on Vertigo. Now, I am buying everything from Vertigo. If I see something on Vertigo, I have to buy it. And I also bought the Aphrodite's Child on Vertigo, which I will show you in my other video. I don't have it with me. It wasn't found on the flea market. Okay, back to Beatles, back to business. Hey Jude, the British pressing export, which I have already, and I've shown you that in my previous video, but just wanted to show you again. This is the CPCS catalog number on Apple. It was in such a great shape, such a great condition that I just couldn't miss. Next one, something that I do have, but in a little bit beat up condition, but this one is mint. This is Rubber Soul first pressing loud cut, as it says here. I couldn't miss it. I had to buy it. Something that I already have. This is the Beatles 6 Export. It's a copy number 2 in my collection. And wait for the end. So this is on the yellow Parlophone label, the British Export. This is Beatles 6. This is the American cover, but just check it out how really I was surprised when I found another export copy with American cover. And as you can understand, it was very, very cheap. And as you can understand, it ended up here. Where else could it be? Okay. Now, one more British guy. Nothing special here. This is the third pressing, but I bought it just because the cover was okay, it was intact, and the fonts on the label are different, and the layout is different. So I just bought it just another entry into my collection. I have to admit that it's not in a good shape, but they gave it to me for free. Something that you don't often find. This is the Beatles Volume 2 from Mexico, original first pressing on Mozart label, something that you don't find. And this is absolutely in stunning mint condition. And what's so surprising is that the cover is intact. It's new. Yeah, it has age wear, but there are no seam splits. Even here on the edges, there are no seam splits. The guy who had it in his collection, did a great job. This is the one of the rarities in my collection. Okay, here we go. What it says here. Export, no skips. I bought another Beatles export. Abbey Road this time, which I already have in my collection. Now it's a second time. But I'm not going to show you the prices, but they were very, very affordable prices. I don't know what happened to people this time, but there's things that you just cannot miss. Okay, wait for another one. Beatles 6, another export in a British cover, but this one is a later press on black and silver Parlophone label. Now I have two versions, the original and the second. The same thing I have with Beatles New. I have the first pressing and I have the second pressing. So the only export that I miss right now is the Beatles second. Now I found it yesterday, I saw it yesterday on the market, but it was just like this one, the silver black Parlophone, the second version, and it was in a very bad condition. It was G- condition, and he wanted something around 200 for it, so I said no, I give up. Okay, I can't buy it. Now, the Danish pressing of Hey Jude and Revolution single, I really like that picture. I do have the poster of it, so I just bought it for this cover. It's a bit used condition, yes, but still nice thing to have. I always wanted to have that single, and I think I want to frame it. Now, another export. If I fell, tell me why. This is an export pressing in original, but it has the catalog number DP562. Now, since it was smuggled from the abroad back to England, the record label said, no, we are not allowing this thing happen, that the export pressing is coming back to England and is being sold triple or, I don't know, twice the price. So, in order to reduce that piracy, they just released a few hundred copies of this export version, but for domestic release, and that's why they wrote here sold in UK. There are only a couple of hundred copies of this made on 29th of November 1965. Some people say that it's not an export, but it is an export for domestic use. Okay, one more Beatles. With the Beatles, but it's a New Zealand pressing, number 2. It's a second New Zealand press. It's on dark blue label, kind of turquoise label. The original was on a black label. So it was in a great condition. But what's interesting about this one is that here on the back it has a sticker. So it's a 1965 original second issue from New Zealand. And that's the first record that I have from New Zealand. And to be honest, I still don't have any Australian, not only 80s issues. I don't have anything Australian originals, which is kind of bad. Okay, something that I always wanted to find, and finally I got it. It's a non-Beatles related item. This is Guns N' Roses' Appetite for Destruction South Korean pressing. Just imagine that. South Korean, and it's an original cover. I think this cover was banned or something. So yeah, when I saw it, I spoke with the seller and he explained to me and he said, yeah. So yeah, as you can see here, there is a Korean text here and here. So it's original Korean pressing. Which, once again, you will not find that often. Okay. I won't be able to put it back right now. Okay. Now, a few other items left. Yeah. Memorabilia, the original Beatles tour program. I'm sure everyone has it. Now, this is a second one already in my collection. The only one that I miss is 1966, the last one. So it was lying there around like, useless. So I just grabbed it. Something that I also don't see very often. This is Pink Floyd promotional copy of mini promotion album sampler. It has Interstellar Overdrive, the full version, Nick's Boogie, some more dialogue from the original motion picture soundtrack. So that's kind of cool. Never saw this one before. Another one, Harry Nilsson, son of Dracula. It has here Ringo Starr is participating, Klaus Voormann, George Harrison, Bobby Keys, Klaus Voormann, Peter Frampton, Ray Cooper, you name it. Just this ensemble of stars. And the last but not least today, something that I do have in my collection, but I said, yeah, why not? It's original British press, why not? Pink Floyd Amagamma. It's in a little bit beat up condition, but the gatefold looks great, and the back is great, and it's a British press. So, that's it from yesterday. Now I'm going to another record fair, and I hope I find something there, so maybe today will be another video, a follow-up video, and when I get home in a couple of days, no, not a couple of days, I'll be home tomorrow, today, yeah, something like that. I will show you my 2 copies of Aphrodite's Child that I found, and yeah, and I'll show you also what I will find today. It is gonna start in 1 hour, all right? So, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for following. And one more thing. I was recognized by one of my viewers yesterday. And he told me, yeah, I'm watching your videos. I liked your video about your German records. So thank you very much for that. And everybody who's watching, I'm really, grateful. Please keep on doing that. Subscribe and comment, like, whatever you like. Do whatever you like. And I hope to make another video today. All right. Thank you very much for watching, and see you later.